All right, all right, all right. We are in the final video of the 5K series. 4 must-do workouts to achieve a sub 15-minute 5K. We started up at sub 21, worked every minute all the way down to sub 15. We're going to go to a live stream to discuss all this next, if anybody has any questions. And then we're going to go to a 10K series, okay? Sub 45, sub 40, sub 35, sub 34 must-do workouts for each one of those, folks. So if you're not sub to the channel, I don't want you to miss this stuff. Be sure to hit that sub button and hit the notification bell as well. That way you're in front of the line to get this stuff when it comes in. I thank you so much for that. Your support means the world, really. But I want to get this information out to folks who, if you're coaches or athletes and you want some consistent good content, you want direct access to a coach, my email is blackbeltrunningcoach@gmail.com. I'm free. I'm available to answer any questions you might have. If you want to have a discussion about any one of the videos on the channel, we've got over 400 of them. But let me put up the video. Okay, let me put up the slide actually. Here are the 4 workouts to get you to a sub 15-minute 5K, or your athletes to a sub 15-minute 5K. The mile equivalent, you got to be able to run a mile at about 4:18, 4:19. Now, there are exceptions. There's some folks that are more strength oriented that aren't as fast in the mile. There's some folks who might be faster in the mile, might be more middle distance oriented. They can still get under for sub 15. So, but ballpark, okay? You want to run a mile in about 4:18, 4:19. And you can refer to the Daniels running formula, and you'll see comparable equivalents for the distances, okay? But mile of 4:18, 4:19, you want to be able to run that early season before the season starts. Now we're going to add some quality on the back end of this, okay? So you run that mile again. You're looking to recover better, 4:18 to 4:19. Take an 8-minute active recovery, and then we're adding 8 times a 300 on the back end. Okay, this is a good one to do last couple of weeks heading into your goal race, about 3 weeks out. Okay, 8 times a 300 afterward with a 100-meter jog recovery. You progress from 5K pace down to 3K pace. Okay, they should all feel smoother and a lot easier after running the mile. It's a heck of a lot faster. So here you're looking to run a 54 to 51, which is essentially about 72 to about 68 pace for times 400. So, which is very slower than the 64, 65 that you just ran for the mile. So these should feel much smoother than they would normally feel. So that's workout 1. Workout 2, 7 times an 800 with a 2-minute recovery. So it's over distance, 5,600 meters. But the goal is here to run 7 times an 800 with a 2-minute recovery at 5K pace. So you run the first 6 at 5K pace, 223 to 224. And then you try to run the last rep at 3K pace, 217 to 218. Teaches you how to accelerate from further out and finish strong with a longer finish, a longer surge towards the finish, I should say. Okay. I had 600-meter repeats for the last couple of videos. Now this is 800, so a different option. Next up, this is a staple workout here that I encourage folks to do. Okay. Now, next up, 3K. This is it. You need to know what it feels like to run 3K at 5K pace and continue to keep going. Okay. So here is 854 to 857. You're looking for a 3K. It's a tough 3K. Okay. But that'll give you a really good idea of how ready you are for a 5K, especially if you think you can keep going. Take an 8-minute active recovery, and then we're backing it up with 4 times 600-meter reps. We do it in such a way we do the first 2 at 5K pace, which is 147 to 148, and the last 2 at 3K pace, 142 to 143. And you take a 200-meter jog after each rep. So 4 times a 600, but a 200 jog after each one. After running that 3K. So, and again, if you can come back and run this stuff after a 3K, that's a good testament to how fit you are, how fit your athletes are. Okay. And lastly, 4 sets of 1200, 400. The last video, my sub 16, I did 4 sets of 1K 400. Now we got 4 sets of 1200, 400. This is another workout I've used with athletes as well with success. 4 sets of broken mile, essentially. A good workout to do mid-season. Okay. 1200-meter effort at 5K pace, which is 335 to 336. Then you take a 200-meter jog recovery, and then you do your 400 at mile pace, which in this case is 63, 64. And then you go back to 2. It's essentially 12, 4, 12, 4, 12, 4, 12, 4. With a 200-meter jog, it's all continuous, the workout itself, but it's broken up into 4 sets if you want to do it that way. Okay, the 1200 is 5K pace. the 200s or excuse me, the 400s are mile pace. And again, this might be a little intense for some of your athletes. So try the other one if you need to. The 1K 400, the 1K reps are also at 5K pace, and which in this case would be anywhere from 3 minutes to about 2:58. And then you go back and run the 400s at mile pace, which is 63, 64. So you have two options now. But this is a good progression point, progressing from 1K 400 to 1200 400, 4 times a broken mile, good mid-season workout. So I hope you find these workouts helpful. And again, don't hesitate to ask me questions if you have any about these workouts. Okay, I'm happy to answer them. Happy to go live. Happy to help you in any way that I possibly can. I want to share as much content with you as possible and make it applicable to you or your athletes. Okay, how do you customize it? Are you building stuff around family, school, work? Like these things matter. And again, how you structure the training is could be a little bit different. Some people work better at high volume, some people work better at lower volume. How can you build all that stuff out? Happy to talk about it. So I hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed this series. If you did, hit the thumbs up, please. Get ready for the next 10K series. Okay. And have a great rest of the season. Have a great winter track or indoor track season as well. As always, train smart, train hard, and I'll talk to you next time.